yesterday we discussed the fact that a judge had refused and turned down and rejected Jonathan Majors' attorney's attempt to get the case dismissed. They wanted the trial against him to be dismissed, and they submitted that. They made a motion, and the judge rejected it. And then on top of that, Jonathan Majors' attorney put in another motion with the court asking them to keep some of the evidence secret from public.
Keep it secret, keep it safe.
Yeah, secret evidence that they don't want the public to know about, because Jonathan Majors' attorney said if this evidence were to get out in public, it would, they said the media would go all over it. It would put Jonathan Majors under media scrutiny, and it would make it impossible for Jonathan Majors to get a fair trial, which makes all of us normal people go, what is it? Which is completely immature of us, granted. But as I emphasized yesterday, losing a motion to dismiss does not imply guilt. Many, many, many trials have failed to get a motion to dismiss, and yet they go on many times to still be found not guilty. So that should in no way be interpreted as a sign of guilt that he lost his motion to dismiss. It just means that the judge felt there is enough evidence to at least go to trial. Okay? So innocent until proven guilty, we all need to remember that. But what happens? What does Marvel do if Jonathan Majors is found guilty in a trial that is now moving forward? And that is the subject of today's Mint Mobile hotline question of the day. Listen, guys, if you got a question for the show and you'd like to hear your voice on it, go ahead and call our Mint Mobile hotline anytime 24/7 at 951-268-4259. And the question today is specifically about, what does Marvel do? Check it out.
Hey, John and crew. This is Joey from Orlando, Florida. Quick question. In the midst of the Jonathan Majors trial going on with everything right now, how do you think Marvel should pivot from here if he is found guilty? What villains or story arcs do you think that they could pivot to build up to the hype of Secret Wars? Anyways, bring on the filthy. Love you guys.
All right, Joey, thanks a lot for calling that in. And okay, so again, understanding innocence until proven guilty, that the motion to dismiss being rejected is not an indication of guilt. Keeping all that in mind, we are purely talking in hypotheticals here. Because what Marvel does, if Jonathan Majors is found not guilty, that's clear. They keep moving ahead. They keep doing whatever it is they were going to do. So we don't even need to bother addressing that question. But what does Marvel do if this trial that is now proceeding and he's found guilty? All right. The first thing I want to say here is that I don't think they do they don't change the story of the MCU, right? They've already got movies in production. They've got things that they're doing. Because one actor can suddenly now not be there doesn't mean, well, we had this 7-film plan. Let's scrap it all and change directions and rewrite every script, redo every director, bring in entire. No, you don't do that. The answer to me is clear and simple. You recast the character. That's it. Now, do I think Marvel is currently sitting down and evaluating some course adjustments, seeing as Marvel hasn't exactly been crushing it the last couple of years? Yes, I think they're probably evaluating, especially now that, Bob Iger is back in charge of Disney and he reinvested power back into Kevin Feige, and Kevin Feige's got his authority back. Is Kevin probably doing some, in between halves adjustments? Yes. But a complete change of direction. Nothing's about Kang now. Now it's about this. And that's just not something that you do. That's way too much. When there's a much simpler, easier answer, you just recast the actor. Listen, Jonathan Majors is a world-class talent, but there's other fabulous actors out there, and many of whom I'm sure will be ready to come in and step in and fill the role. But people will be confused if all of a sudden a new actor is there. That's funny. They changed Dumbledore's actor and everybody seemed to take it in stride. Didn't confuse anybody. Everybody will be fine.
They could get Terrence Howard.
Wouldn't that be a stroke of irony?
Oh,
if
man.
Terrence Howard
Because it's come on screen, he's like, get used to it. It's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's me. Get over it. That would be quite
Don
funny.
Cheadle's lines
Or
there.
Don
It's so
Cheadle.
good. Oh.
Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Mint Mobile. Signing your life away to a big wireless provider is kind of like being trapped on a roller coaster from hell. Sure, it looks like fun at first. They probably even threw in a free phone, but now you can't get off. Month after month of insane bills and unexpected thrills, like overages and surprise fees. If that sounds like your current big wireless plan, it's time to get off the ride with Mint Mobile. For a limited time, wireless plans from Mint Mobile are just $15 a month. That's unlimited talk, text, and data for just $15 a month. You guys know before I came to Mint Mobile, I was paying triple what I am paying now on the standard big wireless plan, and I will never go back. All plans come with unlimited talk, text, and high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all your existing contacts. To get your new unlimited wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped right to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea.
There is such a weird thing, though, of when an actor passes, the role gets replaced and no one asks questions about it because we need to continue having that character.
Unless it's T'Challa.
Yeah, I was going to
Unless
say.
it's T'Challa. But then when it's an actor no longer wants to participate or has scheduling conflict or has misbehaved or done crime, then we have this weird kind of split between camps of, well, you can't have anyone else do it. No other actor is capable of doing this, or yeah, put anyone else in there. And I wonder what the reasoning is there. Is it just because that person is still out in the world existing? I don't understand why people get so hung up on it.
Because look at a recent example of something like that. Kevin Spacey was removed from the one, was the Mark Wahlberg movie.
Yes.
All the money in the world.
All the money in the world, right? He was removed from it due
Yeah.
to, alleged bad behavior. And they went and got Christopher Plummer, reshot shots. And correct me if I'm mistaken, but did Christopher Plummer not then get an Academy Award nomination?
He did.
Yeah, for
He
stepping
did.
in and replacing
Yeah.
that. So you can do that. I mean, obviously, first of all, I guess we should answer this. I mean, it seems obvious, but if Jonathan Majors is found guilty, yeah, you remove him from the movie.
absolutely
Yeah,
remove him.
100%. But at that point, I don't think you have to change anything else. You just go out and get one of the many other brilliant actors out there, have them slide in, take over, and then see what happens. Now, of course, I'm going to sit here and continue to cross my fingers that turns out that none of these allegations are true. I'm going to sit here and hope we get to continue to see Jonathan Majors do the brilliant work that he's been doing. And if he's guilty of it, well, he'll be held accountable, and then the MCU should just move on. So I don't know. Chris, are you with me on this, that if things go south, the answer is to recast, or do you see another option here?
As of right now, I would say recast, but I also still don't fully understand where we're going with Kang Dynasty.
I don't think
really
anybody
don't.
does.
I don't think so. So it could be, if we're going very glass half full, make lemonade out of this situation, it could be an opportunity for a fire sale to restructure and come up with a different kind of set plan for the MCU. That being said, that feels very, very off course. That feels like it'd be so much more work and not something that would come together well.
Very reactionary, which is
Exactly.
very DC.
That's so
Which
DC.
is a very
Yeah.
mid 2010s DC thing to
Yeah.
do, not a Marvel thing to do.
Exactly. But we have been having this issue of everything being connected, but maybe not connected, not really knowing where it's going, the kind of spaghetti at the wall thing here. So the King Dynasty stuff felt like the trajectory that needed to happen so we could streamline all of this. But I still don't know if they know that's coming together well. So easiest thing, recast. Could it also lead to Marvel being able to restructure and go more quality over quantity and really focus, especially since they're doing less shows, less movies, etc.? It could allow them the space too to kind of tighten up and streamline.
Whew,
That's a
trying
lot.
to now let's say you don't want to do Kang Dynasty, you want to change everything. Now you don't just have to remap one movie, you have to remap 7
Everything.
movies.
Yeah.
Everything. And that is just a multi-billion-dollar undertaking. And I see them making adjustments, not changing of directions.
Sure.
Right? So with that, that's going to require a recast. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.